If you are anything like me, you hate tracking every single macro. It's so tedious, and maybe you try to do it for a little while and it just becomes too much. Or I feel like a lot of people sign up for this coaching program, they get a meal plan, they get their exact macros, they kill it for a while, but they can't keep doing this coaching program for the rest of their lives. And then they just go back to their old ways, their old habits, because nothing got fully integrated. Plus, I don't think it's even that healthy to be that obsessive compulsive about tracking everything, unless you're like a bikini competitor. In that case, it's fine. That is something else. But for most of us, we just need to worry about one macro. And you probably know what that is. It's protein, right? It's the only macro that we really need to worry about because it's the #1 macro for muscle building. We love that. We all probably want muscle definition. It's good for us, so we should. And it's the #1 for fat loss. We want to keep our muscle and lose fat. And then it is also the #1 for satiety, for fullness. So why do we not all get enough protein, and why is it so hard? Well, for one, it's not something that typically makes meals taste better, right? It's usually like carb, like sugar and fat that we load up on our food to make it taste better, and protein is like the last one. And since it does fill us up a lot, we can feel like we have to eat so much to get enough. So what I recommend is just starting to prioritize it at every single meal. At breakfast, can I get 30 grams? At lunch, can I get 30 grams? At dinner, something like that. For a while, it is good to track. It's good to track, but just worry about the protein. That way you know what a meal looks like that has a sufficient amount of protein. You get good at picking those foods out. You know that an egg has 6 grams of protein. You know that a slice of cheese has 7 grams. You know that about 6 ounces of chicken has like 50 grams. Whatever the exact numbers are, you're gonna start to get used to that. And once you get used to that, it can become more of a lifestyle. So if you just focus on getting good at knowing your protein, and you can start to make small habits every day to just improve overall. Yes, I'm eating more whole foods. I like to have a lot of fiber in my diet, like berries and vegetables, stuff like that. The more whole foods you eat and prioritize protein, it's going to be just so much better for your overall health and wellness, which we want both. We want muscle building, but we also want that wellness component of our lives, right? So just like little by little every day, prioritize protein and whole foods. If you are somebody that does want to lose weight, just doing this might be enough. Like I said, it's the #1 macro for satiety. So we get full faster, which is going to cause us not to want to eat a bunch of other crap. So you might just naturally be in a little bit of a calorie deficit. Calories in, calories out. If I want to lose weight, got to eat a little bit less. But since we're already getting used to tracking for a little bit, just to know our protein, you can see your baseline with how much you eat. And then you can start decreasing that by like 100 calories every week if you do also have those fat loss goals, and then set a new maintenance for yourself. So if anything, the only things you need to worry about is protein and calories. I hope that's helpful. I decided that I'm going to count both of those things, protein and calories, for the next 5 weeks, because in 5 weeks I turn 30 and I just want to get, back on track, like reset, knowing exactly what I'm eating, because even though it is pretty intuitive for me and I do have that as a habit in my life, sometimes you just don't know. You just don't know how much you're eating until you kind of like look at it and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't know that I was missing something here or something here, or that I was eating this much. So it's just kind of like every now and then I like to track again for a few weeks and then integrate it into my life. And that's how you know it's working, because nothing works unless it's a part of our lifestyle. Now, I can say this all day to you. Yeah, you should do this, you should do this. But I want you to think about why. Why does it matter to you? I just got finished talking with one of my clients about her upcoming week and her mindset around her nutrition, her workouts, etc. And we talked about the discipline, and that it's not even really discipline that she needs. It's more that why is she doing it? It's not just because she knows she should, because everybody knows she should. Well, she wants to because she wants to focus on herself. She's been dating for a while and she's kind of tired of it. It's putting a mental stress on her, and she just wants to kind of go out there and focus on her. She is starting a new chapter in her career. She's starting up social media. It's going to help put her in a better headspace for that, just to get better for the person that she wants to be in the future. So if you can think of the why, like dig deeper than just wanting to look a certain way, that can help propel you to want to get better in small ways every day. So do a little journaling around this, or a little thought around this today, and see what steps you can take to try to get better today in terms of fueling your body, which is the second pillar of my methodology. Build it, our workouts; fuel it, our food; and live it, integrate it into your life. I hope that's helpful, and I'll see you next time.